he is presented at are South Carolina, Texas, Georgia, the Commonwealths of Virginia and Pennsylvania, and Louisiana. Stephen believes that inside every person who stutters is a superstar that is just waiting to be unleashed and make sure that voice is heard by the entire world. Stephen is currently the National Stuttering Association's Mid-Atlantic and Central South Regional Chapter Coordinator, and he has presented at several NSA conferences about self-esteem and how to push yourself to live the life you want and not let your stuttering stand in the way. Currently, Stephen works for the National Institutes of Health in Office Administration, and he lives in the northwestern suburbs of Washington, D.C. on the Maryland side. Stephen enjoys sharing his love of stuttering with others and is also a servant to a very demanding yet extremely handsome black cat named Lucky. Please welcome Stephen Kaufman.
Thank you, everybody. Hi, good morning. Usually, it's right at this point that most speakers will begin with their usual boring, hi, my name is, I do this, I do that. That is most guest speakers. I am not most guest speakers. I usually begin my presentation with a line that shocks most people. When I speak at these conventions, I begin by saying, hi, my name is Stephen Kaufman, and you can call me the original stuttering diva. And now, as you can imagine, when people hear this, it gets a lot of interesting reactions. One person was like, okay, that's nice, I guess. Then there was another reaction where someone goes, Stephen, I do not believe your elevator is, I don't believe your elevator is going up to the top floor, if you know what I mean. It's skipping a couple of places. And then there was one woman who pulled me aside at the end of a convention, and she said quietly, Stephen, I'm not here to pass judgment. Okay, whatever you do in your spare time is none of my business, okay? I just want you to know that, really. If you ever want to talk about things, I'm here. Well, the term stuttering diva, in my eyes, it's an acronym. It means dynamite individual who's very much awesome. And this is my story. It's a very unique one that runs the gamut of every type of emotion out there. You will laugh, you will cry, but hopefully at the end you will be inspired by what I have to say. And my experience with stuttering started at age 3. It was at that time when my parents noticed that I had trouble forming the most basic of words, and they were recommended to get me to a speech pathologist. Now, this was a long time ago, and when you're 3 years old, your whole life revolves around the Saturday morning block of cartoons. Every Saturday at 9 a.m., I was right there and I was watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was 9 a.m. And my mom was like, Stephen, we have to go to into the car. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go. And my mom's like, my mom was like, you know what, just shut up and get your ass in the car. I don't like it more than you do. It's Saturday. I could be sleeping right now. Well, when I get to speech therapy, all I know is that I'm in this dark box with every type of gadget around me. And I'm just pressing everything because that's what 3-year-olds do. You know, and the speech pathologist is like, no, Stephen, you can't do that. You have to stay still right now. And for all I know, that box or whatever it was, it might as well have been the air traffic controller booth. I would be like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, you are now cleared for takeoff. Please have a nice day and buckle up safely. Well, about 1 hour later, the speech therapist comes out and says, I think Stephen stutters. And my parents had that expression, right? They entered the twilight zone. They were like, what's stuttering? And the speech therapist was like, well, I don't think Stephen's life will ever be normal. You can imagine how much fun the half-hour drive was on the way home. And each night that passed, nobody would mention stuttering. At the dinner table, it was like, oh, how was work? Yeah, it was work. Okay, great. Hand the vegetables over, please. It became the elephant in the room. And a couple of years later, my parents thought it would be a good idea to have me go to summer camp to at least try to take my mind off what was going on with my stuttering. I will never forget, it was camp. It was Camp Munchausen in Massapequa, New York. And all the kids at that time were placed into Indian tribes based on where they live. I don't know how they came up with that idea, but they did. So I was thrown in with the Chippewas. And one day we had a camp tournament softball game. And most of the kids were okay with the fact that I stuttered, but there's always that one bully who just lives to make your life miserable. And as I was coming up to the plate, that bully just happened to be the catcher of the opposite team. And he was like, now stepping up to the plate, stuttering Stephen Kaufman. Well, one of the members on my team took a little bit of exception to that. And he decided to engage in what I call a little frontier justice. My teammate, who was coincidentally the next guy up, he had the bat in his hands, but he noticed that the catcher wasn't wearing a specific item that protects the family jewels, if you know what I mean. And he decided to swing the bat, but he aimed it all the way low. And he swung with a force that I never saw in my life. I mean, if you want to talk about 50 Shades of Grey, I must have seen 100 Shades of Red. Because he swung it, and 2 seconds later, he was keeled over on the ground, clutching his region. And to this day, I'm still haunted by that image in my head. Well, needless to say, that was the first time and the last he ever said anything. But all good things do have to come to an end. And once summer camp ended, then came the urban jungle known as high school. I do not know of one person who wants to be 17 again. Now, the only exception to that is if you're Matthew Perry and you wake up with Zac Efron the next day, then it's okay to be 17 again. No, come to think of it, you know what? I want to wake up like Zac Efron too, but I don't have that luxury. Well, everyone remembers that one teacher who really went out of their way to just make your life a living hell in every way. It was Mrs. Connolly, and it was 8th period English. Every time I raised my hand to volunteer, well, this is the response that I got. Stephen, I have to get the lesson plan out. I don't have time, I'm sorry. I know how hard teachers work, and the last thing that I wanted to do was make any trouble for her. I just never said anything, and in retrospect, maybe I should have. Even still, I was defiant. I kept raising my hand and noticed, and in her own subtle way, she would be like, is there anyone else who knows the answer? It became like that scene in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where the principal's like, Bueller. Her response was, is there anyone who knows the answer? Anyone? Come on, I got extra credit, don't be shy. Okay, Stephen, you can answer. Well, high school was one of the most worst times of my life. I had times when I would eat lunch by myself in the nurse's office. That's how bad it would get for me. I did a lot of stupid things to get the attention of all those girls who were popular at the time. This is something I'm really not proud of, but I did it anyway. I wrote up with monthly lists of who the top 20 prettiest girls were in our grade, and I hid them in the bathroom. And actually, they'd be found, and everyone would be like, hey, who's this? I mean, this guy's really popular. If I had to do it all over again, I would not have done that. Well, when I graduated, I had thought that everything was over. It was a new start, it was a clean slate, a chance to begin a new chapter. But it didn't happen the way that I thought it would. Most students in my grade wound up going to a local school. It was called Nassau Community College. It was affiliated with the State University of New York. The running joke was that it's known as Hempstead Harvard, because it was on Hempstead Turnpike. It was known as the 13th